Aaron is on. Deck overlay. Almost. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. And then I'm just getting Ricardo's deck.
I just want to check. Once again, this thing's called interphone.
So that's Ricardo's.
He's not playing creature. Which is not classed from the library, but it doesn't stop.
So yeah, we are good to go. I just need to start that. Kieran? Let's start timer. Kieran and them are on Group C. Yeah?
Does gravity get stopped?
No, I don't think so. Just give me a second. I say group. Okay, cool. So the guys have drawn their cards. They've drawn
I think so, because it doesn't interact with spells. It interacts with
Group C, Group D.
creatures from the library and spells from graveyards. Creatures and spells.
So just tell the other guys there's only 7 minutes left on the round. If they have a for group, I think that's Tiens and
I lost
Philip. 2-0 to Enrico. So Enrico 2-0.
Yeah, I lost 2-0.
Sure. Yo, you got a rough group there.
Miles to 5 also don't know.
So Enrico is down there. So Enrico, you're gonna be playing Peter, and Wolf and Ali are gonna be playing each other. You're gonna, yeah. So just check with the graph diggers. He's not playing out of the game, right? He's revealing, so he's not playing from
What, graph diggers?
on glimpse. It works on glimpse.
Stop some. What are you asking if
For glimpse of tomorrow. Yeah. So we're just getting.
it stops, I think it stops that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Tron. Yeah. So you can't. You won't enter from the library. So you reveal from the library. Yeah. So
Are you going to set the timer or must
I'll set the timer too. So your group B. Okay.
I'll play flying. I'm playing Rico now.
So group B is ready. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of admin to go through because we have 4 groups running simultaneously. Yeah, so Kieran's.
Yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah, so they got 7 minutes left. Just 6 minutes for the other guys if you want to let them know for that long.
Just taking 2 bags of a smoke.
Yeah, you can have. Look, you guys, it's very chilled. Yeah, no, it's very chilled because it's not like everyone's waiting for anyone. I want the groups to be independent so that they can run faster. Because we're going through like 5 matches already. We're already on round 2 basically with everyone.
I was going to say, do you have like Coke Zero? So I was going to drink off.
Yeah, there's a Coke Zero there.
After that round.
Yeah, there's Coke Zeros there for everyone.
So that was 2-0
2-0 to Tiens. So 2-0 to Tiens. Yo, we've just had 2 O's, 2 O's, 2 O's the whole round, you know. So that would mean Simon versus Philip and Werner versus Tiens.
Mark on.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you about your pairing situation.
Yeah.
Why don't you use a pairing app?
Because we wanted to structure it such a way that players that one would play down rather than going in traditional Swiss. And if we had traditional Swiss, as soon as 2 players win 2, it stops we can't make them play further rounds compared to Swiss. So once we've got a winner in Swiss, we've got a winner.
Because I've got quite a good app there.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it because I've been. Yeah. Cool. So that's Group B is going to start now.
I don't think they want to know this. passes you start playing.
Yeah, you can start.
Did you see the report? He passes it to you. It was a view.
Group C. C. So Kieran taking 2 life there. Going down to 18. And this is group.
I think he bought it in tap.
You get Shadow to stand behind your opponent and you see a reflection in his eye. Give him some Shadow, just stand on your hind legs quickly. Just pause and just pause and oh, so cute.
That's group B. Who's Brandon.
Shadow, buy a water ball. You buy him 600 rand worth of
Okay, so Glacial Fortress, Chromatic Star, Spreading Seas. Yeah, so he's an 18. So this is, yeah, Spreading Seas is really good against Tron. So I've seen all the controllers. Triple power plant. Shame. Oh, another Spreading Seas? Oh my gosh, this is not looking good for Ricardo. I think he's on the receiving end of his blue-eyed control against Francois here, playing the exact same kind of lines as. So, Ricardo thinking about sacrificing the star, going for it, using the blue mana, creating a green, filtering, I'm guessing. And so drawing, not sure what his draws were.
Pyramid's still on 20.
Oh, still on
It was
20.
just a tap.
Oh, it was a Glacial Fortress that came in. Thanks. That's what I was supposed to sort out before. Okay, is that a mine? Who's this mine? I got a power plant. Yeah.
Those spreading seas make them islands.
Yo, Spreading Seas is such a house. You know, foiled Spreading Seas, common, is $100. Yeah. So that's more than the prize money for today. For one Spreading Seas. Just for those people watching in America, the prize money is less than a ragavan. But this is what we play for. We play for pride here.
Yes, exactly.
We play game. We play to make name, not to.
Yeah.
And we try to learn and because we love the game.
Yeah. So yeah, these are some of our players in the background. So when you guys are ready to just let me know to start the next round. So Tiens, you're playing Werner. Simon is playing Philip. Cool. Then just let me know, then I can start the round timer. Then at least. Yeah, you guys, it's chilled. As long as we keep it flowing, it's good. So, yeah. Ooh. Ragra and Triumph.
I think the only thing that
You can take Jigga.
helps Ricardo here is he has these blasts on
Yeah.
and we get it up to 2 so you can destroy the spreading seas and he can start working.
Yeah. So this definitely slows the Tron player down, but it doesn't get the blue-white control player out of
I
the
think he's
box.
in like draw discards mode at the moment.
Yeah, so it's very back and forth here. So it's it might feel clear for Kieran, but as soon as there's all his dust, or he gets to 7 mana, he can hardcast all his dust, and then unlock all the Ulamog's Tron, because he's pretty much building up that card base as he goes
One
through.
thing about Tron is that it's not really scared of anything. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you got Blood Moon. Sure, I'll just deal with that at turn 5.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Tron's late game. It just goes through and really can be very powerful, especially when it does it on turn 3. But, I mean, turn 7 is a bit slower for Martin, but if your opponent's playing that slow match, you're not going to...
The other Tron lands are islands and forests.
Yeah, so that's Group A. Group A is done, right? Yeah, okay. Group A is Tiens, Vienna, and all of them. Okay, so that's fine.
They're going to start in a minute.
Yeah. So the thing about what's nice about the blue-white control match and Tron is I don't have to update life totals all the time.
Very little changes.
Yeah. So playing Giganta, I mean, that's always a nice card to. It's nice and big. Question is, does Kieran want to tuck it? Does he want to, it's a bit expensive to prismatic ending. Probably going to play a verdict here. Yeah, Supreme Verdict takes care of that. Playing a tapped colonnade to
The last thing for
untapping
Forrest,
Teferi.
he's still got lines.
Yeah, I
He
know.
might seem far behind here, but
Yeah,
as long as there's no life total pressure,
or yeah,
he's still good.
and that's the thing with the blue white. Usually, blue white struggles against Tron. I mean, you know, it's just the value out of Tron is so big that it's like must counter everything, and Ulamog just gets over it. Ooh, Oblivion Stone. Oh, so he's got Tron with some spreading seas on.
If that doesn't eat a counter spell, I would be super surprised.
Yeah, there's it. Nice Japanese one. Then the Great Creator. Okay, that's nice to get something. You probably can get another O Stone from the sideboard, play it while Kieran's tapped out, because I think it is quite a strong play. That way he unlocks all his mana and starts to have that kind of that mana advantage in a way when you're playing those
I
5
also
mana.
think he's not in any rush. He doesn't need to be worried too much just yet.
Ooh,
I think it's
Liquid Metal Cutting there, it does look spicy. Let's see.
if you can keep that Teferi under wraps, it's also good. Because he could turn it into an artifact every turn and then you can't activate it. Can't activate it.
Yeah, that's what Rashawn's giving us, saying that on chat.
And the Teferi is what's gonna
Yeah, Teferi.
swing this game heavily if it gets to ulti and then if you just start exiles.
I mean, it's huge. Okay, so going for the pithing needles I'm guessing on Teferi to keep Teferi at bay and the card advantage down. Yeah, Ricardo just telling us or indicating to us what the pithing needles targeting.
Khan's gonna probably eat some flying now.
Yeah, or ending. Ooh. Oh, nice. A warping whale from Ricardo to counter sorcery spell. Oof, oof, oof. This is Kieran thinking, you know, I think he knows that the way he was winning this game. Ooh, not going for the counter? Maybe he's got another ending? Or maybe
Yeah, I think he's got to kill
okay.
Khan.
Yeah, going for anime Conrad, take down Khan.
Stop any more shenanigans on the side.
Watch Baby Teferi and bounce. Let's see what Ricardo can do with this mana. 7, big con. Yeah, there we go.
I can exile the Teferi.
That just sorts. I mean, I don't even think he
You can
needs to.
exile the colonnade actually.
Yeah, because the colonnades was going to be pressure. So
He exiles the colonnade. He's dealt with the Teferi. So
the day I get counted. Yeah, that's how I felt when they counted my footfalls. It's like sorcery. What sorcery is this?
yeah. Warping well is good call.
Yeah, it's an amazing card. Gaining 3 lives.
Now there's some pressure from the Tron side.
Yeah, which is what he wants. I think Ricardo is playing 1 Thragtusk. I think it's 2.
So
Another
again,
one.
like I said earlier with the spreading seas, Tron doesn't really worry. They're like, we'll just get out of this.
Yeah, and they make their way. And that's I think that's the that big mana. That's probably the scary thing about Tron is like it runs mainly colorless things, but they're so powerful in the long run.
Yeah, everything in that deck is just power.
I mean, I think I underestimated how strong Babycon is within that deck. You know, the ability to pay 4 mana, get a 3 mana artifact for free, play it is huge.
Yeah, I think this game is now swung heavily into
Ricardo's favor. Yeah, it does look like it. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, the matchup's always been in Tron's favor against control.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cards that are just dead in the control.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you guys Group A, hey? Awesome. So yeah, you can hear it quieten down in the background. That's just one of the final groups gotten back into it. And yeah, so if you haven't seen Relic, I don't think it does much apart from draw a card here. For those of you who are not from SA, drop us a line. We'd like to know where you're from. It's nice to see we are international audiences. Yeah, and we're just showcasing some SA magic. Everyone playing for something less than a Ragavan, but the stakes are high. It's pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone here is very
Fond Magic fans.
Yeah.
and it's more about playing the game than anything else.
Yeah, then the winnings, yeah. I mean, the prizes are good, but...
Interesting attack there on the Teferi. Be interested to know why that was.
I think just to keep the Teferi down, just in case he does have any...
With the needle.
Yeah, I think that... I mean, he does also run baby Teferi, which can bounce. So drawing 2 cards, I think seeing if you can find something to deal with the... Oh, that's an
I
end
see
of
there's a
turn.
second colonnade on the battlefield, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, managing this con is going to be huge. Because, you know, the con's plus is quite... I mean, it's like... It's a little bit better than the Lily. You know, a +3 loyalty on a Planeswalker is huge. But also the minus to exile things is massive.
I think Khan's just the craziest planeswalker ever.
Yeah, I mean, it feels 7 was fair, but it doesn't really feel fair.
No, because it's you can play Khan at the same speed you can play Oka. So
Yeah, in this deck, yeah.
yeah. So when you're casting 7 mana planeswalkers on turn 3, you know, there's not much anyone can really do about that.
Field of Ruin? Are you looking for... Oh, this is... Yeah, oh, this is quite... I think it's starting to... It's, you know, whoever takes this... It feels like in Ricardo's favor right now, but I wouldn't put Kieran out of it because he plays so tight that he usually draws into his outs and he just gives himself that like great advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what I have to update his round. How did it go there, Jacques? 2-0 to Jacques. Oh. Group C. Jacques and his hangovers. Did you...
Start our timer.
Yeah.
What are you? What group are you?
Group A.
Yeah.
Group A.
Yeah.
Yeah. 46. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Against Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brand.
Yeah.
Jacques beating Brandon 2-0 in a... So Jacques at the top of the group right now?
It was 2-0, eh?
Yeah. So let's see what's going on here.
Just a man sculptor, that's nice.
Yeah, did he brainstorm with it?
I didn't quite notice. Maybe he hasn't activated it yet.
What is the technical spreading seas, land, and Yavimaya? So this is pretty, I want to say, it's getting to the, it's like, it feels like it's building up. Someone's trying to take that advantage right now, and you know the battlefield is
What's Jack busy talking about there? About
yeah, I'm not sure. The warping whale. They're saying that he couldn't have played it off the cradle or the island. Okay, but I think we've gone too far to kind of reverse that at this point, because that would have been huge. Because that would mean the pithing needles off the table and to Teferi. Yeah, if you guys see that, just let us know a little bit earlier because I think there's too many game actions for us to judge. And this obviously all the judges are away on judge conference, so it's been difficult to kind of organize the tournament, pay judges, and handle all of it. But I think the skill level between everyone is pretty fair. So I mean, players aren't going to complain as they know that they should be aware of those things. But if your chat does see these things, please try and pick it up as quick as possible so that fewer game actions do go to place. Okay, Colonnade coming up. Is Colonnade going to deal with Teferi? I mean, with Khan? Yeah. Attack Khan. Take it down. Okay, cool.
And there's parity again in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. So now it looks like we're almost like a fresh board, except for the Thrag Dust, which is just chilling there. Yeah, nice scratch, Ryan. It's probably why we should have had you here, but then I wouldn't have had Rob sitting behind me, helping out in the commentary booth.
I'm not doing much here, so.
No, look, you're a Tron player, so you've played these a few times. Yeah.
So it goes off to the colonnade again. We'd have to.
Yeah, it's the only thing that is managing Ricardo's Planeswalkers, and yeah, as I said, the longer you take this game, the more the Tron player draws into their hands.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up for the colonnade. I just want to check the live total if you mind. For, I think it's like 23. Yeah, so yeah, oh, we just got a gust of wind on this side. Oh, but it's nice because it's getting quite sweaty in here.
So it looks like 12 to Tron and 25.
25, wow. Is it 5 live?
Yeah, Thragtus games you 5 life.
Oh, I thought it was 3. Jesus, better than I thought it was.
No, Thragtus is a house.
Yeah.
This should be a fun matchup to watch.
It's actually enjoying it, I must say.
Kieran and got it, yeah.
Exiling a Kihira, jeez. I know it's. Oh,
Here comes all the resource management now.
here comes what Ricardo was holding in hand after the Sparing Seas. He doesn't even care about them. He doesn't even. They still just got blue mana.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier, is that Tron just will go like, oh, you've got things that deal with my lands. I'll just wait till I get to 7.
So I think that's the thing with Tron. You need a disruption and fast clock. You know, you like tempo decks do well against Tron.
Yeah, you have to start putting on pressure.
If you don't, if you don't have like,
along with managing the Tron lands. If you're only doing one, then Tron doesn't care. Turn 3 Blood Moon, who cares?
Yeah, because eventually I'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't have any pressure, you're not going to go through with these things.
I mean, this is a deck that also has 17 lands in it. And look at the number of lands he has on the battlefield. And what are we counting there?
Yeah,
10 lands in a 17 land deck?
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
17 lands, and he's got 10 on the battlefield. So
it's the rest. Weren't you speaking to Jack for sushi? Yeah, we can also do a sushi mission if everyone's keen. I don't think that's a but there's also muffins that people can snack on if they're good, hey?
good. They're very
Yeah,
good.
my mom's specialty. I was
Nice
like,
and spicy. Yeah. Not too good, not too bad, just right.
yeah, I told my mom I've got white folk coming. I was just like, please don't make it spicy.
I'm also enjoying my Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the sweet chili ones. Jacques talking about food here, and it's almost lunchtime.
I don't often get to drink Coke and Fanta anymore in the same glass.
Hmm.
So thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite things to do when I worked restaurants.
It
you know.
makes
The
Coke-
soda machines, you like half Coke, half Fanta, drink it. It's
Oh,
like
mad.
tastes nice.
I'm glad I
Try
could.
it out, people.
Yeah. If you never haven't tried it, Coke and Fanta, hey? So, ooh, this is a massive shock dealing with the con. Tractus, is that another tractor? No, that's the same one.
That's solitude.
Yeah. So I don't know if that exiled the previous Tractus and this is a new one. So that would mean he had gained 25 life. So he should be on 30.
Go check.
Yeah, please, Rob. Then we're on 30 there. And so the big shark would at least block, which is great. At least Kieran's got a clock now. That's I think what he was looking for. I'll move that up for you guys when we go into sideboarding. Just helps to. Yeah, I think the one-off decks are like hard to fit into this thing and keep it.
Half totals of 28 to Ricardo and 10 to Kira.
28 to 10. Right. Oh yeah, Tron. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is the 1-0.
Somewhere in my talking nonsense, a big shark arrived.
Yeah. That shark was dealing with all the admin. So those are the records.
So now Thragtus doesn't have a good attack. Oh.
Ooh, all of
That's a
the
swing.
stuff. Yeah, that's it.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So taking 7.
Favor swings again heavily.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Big punches.
I wouldn't
coming.
put Kieran out of this because he puts in those like some fine margins that sometimes I'm like, is that the ride?
Yeah, he's been managing his life total quite well.
But other cards. Is that pure Erasmus? Yeah, I think Kieran said. I'm sure we are. Maybe the token might not be.
Token looks like the most real card there.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely chat to them about the. Well, I mean, also, guys, you're welcome to clip out these clips on Twitch to help us get some information, help us get all the kind of content we're creating here. Right now I'm the only person behind the back end, organizing, doing the tournament stuff, and kind of behind the desk here. So just forgive me, but the idea was just to give you paper magic.
Another big counter spell there.
Mhm.
The stone.
Yeah, definitely. So I think Kieran's starting to get his kind of advantage because Ricardo's one card in hand or two
Yeah, I
cards.
think Ricardo's sort of out of gas now. So
You played quite a bit, and Kieran managed to deal with it. Yeah, please, if you can clip those things, then we can just see them. This is also why we're recording matches, is that people can get better, check where they were misplaying. Because you need that in terms of improvement to reflect on the pieces that went wrong, went right, when you made the wrong decision. And that's the beauty about Magic, is that it's more about timing.
I think there Ricardo took another 7.
Yeah, so Ricardo's 18.
18 now.
Yeah, 14. No, geez, bad math, yeah.
So he needs an answer now, or else he's dead next turn.
Yeah.
He's got no more chunk. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
There's the concession.
so it's Kieran taking that one down. Yeah, after it was quite a swingy match. Very nice play from both players.
Yeah, heavily backwards and forwards.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to showcase, is like, in SA we've got quite the play is to that high level where it's down to how you play sequence. And
I think, can I go and have a chat with 2 players quickly?
Yeah,
Just
you can.
around that walking whale and stuff.
yeah.
I think let's go and find out if there was anything there that we might have missed.
Yeah. So Rob is going to go chat to the players. So thanks, guys. And we will clip it out and show the guys, just so that they know and are aware. Yeah. So let me adjust the sideboards for you guys so that you can see. So yeah, we're just taking out one chalice on Kieran's side, so you can see that's his sideboard, and then let's adjust. That's the Gigantho. That's the side.
I want to.
JO 120. So you played against Stefan.
Yeah.
2-0. So it's Stefan versus Jacques, and JO versus Brandon. So Group D is almost done. So let me take out the Group D timers. Yeah.
So, just having a chat with the players, Kieran said he realized it a couple of turns later, but it was already too far gone to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I think also from a judge perspective. Yeah, so the players did pick that up, and it was just like too many game actions had occurred with the pithing needle and prismatic ending. How's it, Ross? We actually have one spot missing. Someone dropped out, so it would have been helpful if you managed to pop in, Ross. But that's all cool. We're actually into round 2. This is a round 2 match. All the groups are happening independently. Group D is about to go into round 3. But the rest of the matches are in round 2. And as soon as the pods happen independently, allowing us to move a little bit faster than we usually do. We did start a little bit late. We only started at 10:30, 11. So, yeah.
Nice Rashawn with the blue-green warping whale clip there.
Blue-green warping whale. Yeah. This is, when Black-Red Rock is casting cons like last weekend, we have to question why we play Magic. So let's have a look at the sideboards here. Chalice, Engineered Explosives, Blossoming Calm, Celestial Purge, Sanctifying Vex. I think Force of Negation is coming in, just to deal with, and the Crumble to Dust. So I think the one crumble was definitely to check on the.
Is he also, would he bring in Chalice on one? Like Chalice for one?
It would all depend on what he's got to get rid of, but I think Prismatic Ending kind of, it answers most of the stuff that he wants to. Challenge on 1 just stops all the mana rocks. So I don't know if it's worth it from Kieran's side. I know he's such a value player that he might say no.
Group D timer, please.
Yeah. So Group D is about to start their rounds.
I mean, if you look at Ricardo's sideboard, it's pretty much the toolbox sideboard for his cards. So there's not really much that he's going to want to bring in there. Maybe those 3 Wilts for spreading seas.
Yeah, I probably see the Walt.
Might even bring in that Ratchet Bomb to deal with the spreading seas.
But I think you can also just leave it in the sideboard with Khan and pick it up when he needs it.
Yeah.
You hit 4 mana, you get your tutor.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see those 3 Wilts coming in.
Because they're not dead, because you can cycle them.
Yeah.
I think that's huge, to be able to get to
But
card.
it's definitely going to have targets.
For sure. Yeah. Kieran going for a Corona cut there. That's allowing everyone to get that fair competitive spirit going. I want to say thanks to Rob for our pretty playmat for today. That's that it looks nice and epic on stream for us.
And it really is a cool mat.
Yeah, it's one of the best. Like the 2 dragons on each side, and
Yeah. And that was a gift from Dante Parisi, Lorenzo's dad.
okay.
So he sent down to us as part of a gift for the store.
Yeah. So Rushan saying the mana rocks aren't really cards that they're worried about, but turn 1, expedition map. I think Prismatic Ending is definitely the right answer.
Actually, Rashawn, why don't you just get your dad to come drop you off here and then you can do commentary instead
Yeah.
of just sitting there from your house.
Yeah.
Aren't your exams finished now? Just come here.
Yeah, I was actually going to tell him because if Ryan was going to play, I was going to tell him to fill the spot, because I think it would be nice to have a youngster represented here.
I think Rashawn should just pull in and come and do commentary.
Yeah, if you're bored, you're welcome to come through and do commentary with us. And I'm in Durban.
It's like an hour 20 by flight. Just
Yeah.
come.
I mean, if you fly fast on the highway, it's 4 hours. Just in time for the finals.
Come and commentate on it.
Yeah, so we've got Group D's on their
Well,
last
enjoy
round.
Durban, baby.
Rob is 1-0 here. And both players, Ricardo Mulliganing. Group B still on thing. Group A, Simon. Tian's 1-2-0 there.
So Group D is now in round 3.
Yeah. So Simon won.
I wasn't actually watching the screen now. Are the guys? Are there any mulligans?
Yeah, I think Ricardo's just going for it. He was doing the Tron thing and
Yeah. Multiple
I'm glad.
natural Tron Khan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad Rashawn would have been playing. I think it would have been great to have that,
Yeah.
especially just to Rashawn. His match against Benji is doing pretty well in terms of views. People are loving watching that mono red prowess just crush on e-tron. So nice one there. It'd be nice. I probably would have loaned you Hammer Time, since. Oh wait, I think most of the people strip my decks to finish up their decks between Jo for his Kiki Chord. Okay, Spreading Seas. There we go. I'm just using it.
We've seen this this show before.
Deja vu, eh? We've entered the Matrix. It's coming out soon. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you went and pitched Blast.
Just to. Oh, you have my cradle.
Oh, interesting.
Probably got some green spells. Crushing Benji's always great. I've got to tell him that. Benji doesn't like losing at all. So those you don't know.
I mean, who does? No one enjoys losing.
I don't mind losing.
It's
tight.
about how you lose.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I hate losing. I'm the saltiest loser.
I don't mind. I love when I lose. I want to know why I lost. That's what I like to you know.
But I don't want to know it immediately. Like, I don't like those games where like, as you
get
just
cut,
finished and
as you
people
get
are
cut,
like, well, if you did this
pauses.
and this and this and this and this, you would have been fine. Like, not now. Let me go and have my smoke first, and then come back, and then you tell me.
I don't need to
But
know
not
about
right now, because then I'm. If there weren't things like not being able to punch people across the table, it might happen.
Yeah, please don't do this. This is a safe space. Yeah. Okay, so you did. I think he had this blast zone in hand. That's why he didn't fetch it. You know, on the Sylvan Sky. So you did put the blast zone on 2, going for an ancient stirring. Let's see what he reveals.
Yeah, I think it's just the smart play. It's how he gets himself to.
That quick long game.
Yeah.
Because
fight under a counter spell.
I mean, this is why I picked this match out of the. I mean, it's like a nice interactive
It's
matchup.
a classic matchup.
Yeah, Blue Eye Control versus Tron. It's something that we always see in South Africa because it's like, because we have Burn and Tron as our big meta kind of decks, just because people have had them for ages, and the price entry is generally I want to say flat, apart from the big pieces for Tron, which people play some other things until they get their cards. Versus
Interestingly enough, like when Modern was created, when it was first created, Tron was like the cheap deck that you could buy into because the cards were like
I think
dirt cheap.
I mean, what's the expensive ones? Cons must have been cheap at the time.
Cons were like $15.
Yeah, because no one was playing, and
it was only when the Tron deck sort of exploded that it went through the roof and became such an expensive deck. Now it's one of the more expensive decks, but in the start it was a relatively cheap deck to get into.
And I think that's also, like I think Khan is quite a big commander staple for some,
Yeah.
is for some reason it just like it does well. It answers everything. It's a big threat.
It's just a popular character, I think, just in Magic's history.
Yeah, I mean, isn't the first plane was Khan? I can't remember the law.
So Dominaria is the first plane, but
Mhm.
Khan was one of the first like sort of characters that people knew about.
With
because he
the
was
spark.
Because he
Right.
was part of the Weatherlight. He was on the
Mhm.
Weatherlight with Gerard and.
Yeah, don't speak to me
Sweet.
about law. So I'm here. You can talk about.
I mean, no.
You can talk to the
I
chat about
I
law
don't-
because I don't know anything about it. So
I
I'd love
also, I
to.
don't follow law. I just know that as a teenager, that was sort of what was going around,
Mhm.
and I was playing as a teenager in the 90s. So you got these little booklets that came in your starter
Oh, I
decks,
missed that
and
from all when they had the different sets, and you used to
Yeah.
get the book with the story. That's what I loved.
yeah,
I
if you
used
got
to
a
read that.
You got a starter deck, and it used to come with either a rules insert.
Yeah, there's someone at the gate. Okay, give me. So just finding that it was a. You can chat with I think.
So, blue cards being played, more blue cards being played. I just love blue cards. They make me so happy. Not. Yeah, I think the game's a bit of a grind though, so guys have got to sort of outplay each other. Yeah.
15:22. So now update live tables quickly. Sorry guys, we're getting food. That's a. Hopefully one day I'll have my restaurant here, and I don't have to leave home for Charles.
Jeez. Such a beautiful place you have here, though.
Thank you, I appreciate
really
it.
is
Just trying to make.
gorgeous.
I'm trying to make a little bit of a sanctuary vibe here. You get people enjoying the garden,
Yeah, no,
meditating in the
it's-
garden.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
So much. Like you
space.
feel like I feel like I'm back in the Eastern Cape. With all this
Yeah.
greenery and people always talk about Joburg not having any trees. Well, come
Well-
to Lee's garden and there are trees, there are plants.
The idea is to have a little forest in the city,
Yeah,
so that
beautiful.
people feel like they're outside of Joburg when they're actually in Joburg.
And this is great. It's an alternative to like playing at your local game store, which I
And that's why I wanted to
totally promote. Play at your local game store, but this is quite something else.
And this is why I wanted it to be like the premium venue, like when we as a neutral space, more than a store versus store.
No, it's very cool.
And I know Magic players are not the most mindful. This is also why I don't want to just be a Magic event space versus, and it's just trying to bridge those two gaps here. So let's get back to some of the Magic here. Kieran just, I think, playing a counter spell or going for a Memory Deluge.
So he cast a Memory Deluge earlier, and I think he's played an Archmage Charm, and I think he's got a Resolve to Fairy now. So
Yeah,
I
this
think it's
is.
still. Chat was busy saying that they felt that it was swinging out of Tron's favor,
Mhm.
but I think it's still early days.
Yeah, so the thing with what I see with Ricardo's list, obviously, it's not running so many Ulamons, which I think is the backbreak for control, because it can target lands, it can go for the, it's got the cast triggers, which is huge, because you can counter it, but you can't really deal with the triggered, the cast trigger.
I played Ricardo in the previous round, and I had infinite life, and I lost the game to Ulamog attacks.
Just because he digged.
Just that Exile 20 off
Mm.
the top. I had no board state, and then I had no library,
Mhm.
so game over.
Yeah, and I think that's also a nice thing is having alternate win cards in the deck. You know, just especially for against infinite life gain or you know, just to or decking your opponent because it gets pretty tough some of the rounds and it gets grindy and you need that just alternate win. Man, and you can see Mill's been on the rise. So
So that's Brilliance he's now blown up.
yeah, is that
Which
a
I think
Oblivion Stone?
gives him Tron now.
On the blast side, yeah. So Tron is online.
Yeah. So I would be. Yeah. Yeah.
Saxophone, they come to play.
Yeah, Connoisseur for the con. So I think that memory deluge just giving Kieran enough advantage to get through that. That's quite a powerhouse. I think it's replaced the not gifts. What is the 4-mana one where you draw two, draw 4 or reveal 2, and your opponent splits it? No, it wasn't gifts. That's for the graveyard. I think there could be gifts and given, a little bit better than gifts. Especially the flashback ability, fact or fiction. Thank you. That's the one I was looking for. Fact or fiction. That used to be in the control list, if I remember. Definite upgrade. And that card selection is huge, especially when you flash it back. 7 cards. Oh. Here's the crumble to dust. Oh, is this the game?
Getting the tower.
And he gets to exile like
all towers.
Oof.
Everything out of hand.
Yeah, this is not a good space for Ricardo. Yeah, Stream is not like it. Ricardo has not been enjoying Stream. Every time he's been on this man, he's playing some of the best games and just not in his favor. I love that card from Battle for Zendikar. Oh, as a Tron hater, I usually never leave home without that if I'm playing red. But Cleansing Wildfire is also quite nice in the new one if you got the tempo card draw. Very popular in Pauper as well. And then Prismatic Ending. I think Kieran's just discarding to hand size now. It's just. Oof. Scrying. Really just trying to get the mana advantage here. And I think the Altar Fairy might just take it. 2-0 to Tians. You guys are Group A, eh?
Yeah.
So you played Werner.
Yes.
So it's Philip and Simon.
Yeah,
left.
that's what we're playing.
Okay, cool. So they're Group A. Just tell me they got 16. Group B's got 6.5 minutes. And Group C also got 6 minutes.
How many groups are on round 3?
Group D is on round 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're almost there for.
Okay, so it doesn't catch up. You want to be too far behind. But it's the way that you're doing a pair could encourage IDing in the last round. Just because if there are 2 people with 2-0 playing in the third round.
Yeah, but then you'd lose seed spot.
Yeah, you probably could lose seed spot.
Right. That's you're fighting for seed spot because you want that last round elimination.
Yeah, you want to have to start.
Yeah.
Because if you're 2.5 against the 3-0, then
You
you're
start.
not going to play first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So but there's going to be a lot of 2-0s.
Yeah. But that's why I wanted the winners to be playing each other because it forces you to win for that final spot because you want to be on the play. Right. So yeah. So it looks like Ricardo is just allowing the playing it out. This is what we do in competitive Magic. You never know what your opponent's going to do, and this was quite a match to watch.
Yeah.
It was back and forth, Ricardo and Kieran. I mean, the game 1 looked like Ricardo was going to dominate him, right?
Yeah, the game
board.
swung about like 4 times.
Did he have like Tron on turn 3 times?
He had 2 cards.
So there's spreading seas.
The
Came
thing
from
is,
Kieran early.
okay, and the thing was, Khan, really, I feel most of the time, it depends on the situation, but very often it's actually just important to plus it as opposed to minus it against like a deck that could burn it. It's just plus it, and then when you plus it, it's like such a big thing. You can't kill it, and then you want to kill it, but it saves you all that life.
And then you get that minus trigger later.
Yes,
Anyway.
you also have minus trigger later, but you're either going to steal a card and prevent, let's say, 8 life, say deal 8 damage to it. If they don't, then you steal another card and prevent another 4 life.
Okay, that's it. Ricardo wrapping
That's
it up.
the new match.
Yeah, Ricardo, it's the Tron, Teferi emblem, just sorting all of that out.
And
Yeah.
does Ricardo lose?
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah.
Now
So
I'm gonna go and get prepared for the control match.
yeah, you gotta. So Rob's gonna be moving out. So we're gonna be back while we set up for the next stream. So for those of you who are waiting, try get your friends involved, especially from South Africa. We'd love for you guys to just be sharing us as our streaming channel. The other thing is, if you are wanting to watch, I know EGG is streaming some Commander. I know modern folks not big fans of those, but just to show support to other local South African content creators.
202.
Okay, cool. Peter's 2-0. So you guys are Group B, eh?
Yeah.
Peter, who did you play?
I played Enrico.
Oh. And then, so it's just Ali and Wolf left from that group. So Group B, there's 3 minutes left there. I'm going to be back. I'm just going to check up on the matches and